Welcome back to the channel, guys. Now, because I took a few months off of uploading to YouTube, I'm a little bit behind with kind of my portfolio updates. So over the last few weeks, you'd have seen Vanguard. Last week, you'd have seen trading 2 on 2, which of course means that this week it's time to check in my Coinbase and cryptocurrency portfolio. In addition to a portfolio update, make sure you stay tuned today because I'm going to show you two vital pieces of information about Coinbase. One of which being how to massively reduce your fees by using something called advanced trade to mean that you essentially only pay 0.5% in fees for every transaction, as opposed to the massive rip-off fees that Coinbase usually charge. In addition to that, I'm going to show you how you can stake cryptocurrency on Coinbase, thereby earning interest, which is additional income into your portfolio, which reinvested will help the compounding effect over time. So if you're interested in either of those two or any of the other content that I put out, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, because about 75% of my audience are currently unsubscribed, so help me out a little bit. Now, my cryptocurrency portfolio holds just two cryptocurrencies, and they are of course the two largest on the market, being Bitcoin and Ethereum. When we last did an update on this portfolio, it was valued at £1,323. This was of course back in May, and whilst the cryptocurrency market has fluctuated between then and now, we are in essence in the same sort of position as we were back then. One major thing that I've changed within my Coinbase portfolio though since May is I've actually started to stake my Ethereum. So I'm now earning interest on my Ethereum holdings every 3 to 4 days. As you'll see later, this isn't a massive amount coming into my portfolio every few days, but it will make a difference over time, and across 5, 10, 15 years, these small incremental amounts that are reinvested will add up to something hopefully quite substantial. Here we are then inside my Coinbase account. You can see that at this moment in time, my current balance is £1,409.95. And if we click through to that balance, it brings you through to the Assets tab on the left-hand side. You can see that over the last month, the portfolio has pretty much done absolutely nothing. With it starting around 1,400-ish, it kind of came in a bit of a downslope in early June. But since then, we've not done a whole lot. I'd love to be able to show you the year and the all, but unfortunately for some reason Coinbase at the moment isn't showing these graphs accurately. And you can see that the last piece of data on this Coinbase graph is actually from February the 5th. So I'm not too sure why that is. If anyone does know the reason for this, let me know down in the comments below, because it is a little bit frustrating. So if we break down my holdings in total, you can see, as I said, I hold Ethereum and Bitcoin within this portfolio. You can see I currently hold £806.97 of Ethereum, which equates to 0.556 of an Ethereum coin. Bitcoin, on the other hand, I currently hold just over £600 worth of value in Bitcoin, holding 0.0261 of a coin. And that's pretty much everything you need to know in terms of what I'm currently holding and where it currently is at this exact moment in time. But at the beginning of the video, I promised you two additional things today. I promised to show you how to use the advanced trade feature, which is essentially how you can invest cash for very, very low fees, and also how to stake cryptocurrency on the platform. Now, if we come back to the home screen over here, the normal way that people would choose to invest into, say, Ethereum would be click on this little buy tab here, and say, for example, you wanted to purchase £10. What you could then do is click on preview buy, and for £10 it would show you exactly what you would actually get in return for that investment. So once it's popped up and popped through, you can see that for the small investments that I'm making every single month, around 10, 20, 30 pounds, nothing more than around 50 pounds, you can see that I would actually only get just over £9 of Ethereum, with a massive Coinbase fee of around 10% in this case, so 9.9%. So my Coinbase fee would be 99 pence, which for me is just far, far too much. If we go back, so obviously the fee here is around 10%. If we go back and instead decided to invest £100 and again preview that buy, you can see that the fee does drop substantially, but still you're paying 3.8% to invest your cash, which over the long term is a very, very substantial amount of invested cash to be losing over time for no real reason. So a way that you can massively reduce those fees from around 10% and from around 3.8% are by using the advanced trade feature, which is over here on the left hand side under trade. So you can click through to the trade section, and along the top you've got simple or advanced. Before you do anything in the trading section though, you need to add cash to your account because it doesn't buy it straight from your bank account. You have to put cash onto Coinbase and then use this advanced trade feature. Now for ease, because most of you use Coinbase on your phone as a mobile app, I'll show you this bit in the app. So we'll hop straight across my phone and I'll show you exactly how to do that. Here we are then in the Coinbase app. So you'll see that we're on the home tab on the bottom left hand side of the little kind of menu bar down here. If you tap home, you'll be able to see the add cash tab just below the balance here on the right hand side. But equally, if that's not situated there when you go onto the app, you can tap the 9 dots in the top left hand side of the screen, which will pull you through to kind of all of the different options that you have, and you just simply tap add cash. Now there are a few different options here. The one that I use is the easy bank transfer. I've linked my bank account to Coinbase, which means that I can transfer money straight on there really simply using my online banking. So I'll tap easy bank transfer and then just select £20. So you can see it asks to transfer the deposit from my banking provider. Once that's all been done, it will link you through to this page where you can reopen Coinbase app, and you should be able to see the £20 within your overall account. If we just pull down and refresh, you can see that it's now increased by £20 there. What we can then do is utilise advanced trade to reduce the fees from the 10% and the 3.8% that we showed a little earlier to very much more manageable in terms of overall fees. And we do that by coming across to the trade button, which is here at the bottom of the screen. Once we're there, where it says trade at the top, there's a little drop down menu where you can then select advanced trade, which will pull you through to the advanced trade tab. Now there's lots of complex numbers and figures here, don't worry too much about them. It's very simple, they're simply just currency pairings. So what we're looking for is anything that's denominated in GBP, and obviously that has to link to the cryptocurrency that we're looking for. For example, if we're looking for Ethereum, we tap the ETH button up here, and then we'd look for the ETH to GBP, which is just here. That will pull you through to the trading screen, and then you simply just tap buy. You select the market price rather than the limit, so you've got limit, market and stop limit. We want to buy at market price, and we want to put £10 into Ethereum at this point. So you can see we've actually got £20 and 2 pence available. So we're going to put in 50% of that money there, which is £10 and a penny. We're going to preview that buy order, and you can see in this instance the estimated fee is only 6 pence. So rather than paying a 3.84% or a 10% fee, we're actually paying a 0.6% fee. So far more reasonable than the extortionate fees that you'd pay elsewhere. And then we simply just place the buy order. And you can see just as simply as that, it's gone through. We've purchased 0.006 of an Ethereum coin, and there we go for far cheaper fees. So what we'll then do is we'll go back, we'll select the Bitcoin currency pairings this time and go to Bitcoin GBP and do exactly the same process. Tap the buy button, set the market. We're going to put the full amount in this time, which is obviously the £10 and the penny. Preview the buy order. You can see again a 0.6% fee there, so far more reasonable. Place buy order, and simple as that. You've just saved yourself a lot of money and made your investments grow a lot quicker. The other thing I promised to show you was how to stake on Coinbase. And you can see here on the right hand side, in the probably 2 months that I've been staking, I've actually earned £4.42 with an APY of just under 5%, which really isn't too bad at all. Now, of course, there are certain risks around staking, which I strongly advise that you go and read through before deciding to stake any of your own cash yourself. There is a risk that you don't get the money back, but for me, after reading through all the papers on it, it's a small risk that I'm happy to take. So I've earned £4.42 so far. So if you click through, you can kind of see how regularly this comes in. And you can see if we go back to the beginning, I started staking at the beginning of June, so around 2 months exactly actually. And you can see it comes in around 20 to 25 pence every few days. So you can see 25th there, I got a payment, and then 29th. And that, like I say, does slowly increment. And that money is reinvested back straight in as Ethereum. The payout comes to you as Ethereum. So what you'll see is that slowly over time, your Ethereum overall starts to tick up and increase. So yes, I've earned £4.42, but I've actually earned 0.003 of an Ethereum coin, which again, over time, will get me closer to that holding of 1 Ethereum token. If you clicked onto the earnings tab, you can then click on see earning balance, and that will break down each of the kind of payouts that you've received in both pounds, pence, and in Ethereum income. So if you sat there thinking, right, I actually want to get involved in this staking process, you can do that by clicking on the Earn tab down the left-hand side. If you're on the app, the Earn tab is just situated along the bottom somewhere. And it breaks down all of the different coins that you can currently stake on Coinbase, from Cosmos right down to Cardano. And obviously you've got different APYs, different interest rates that you're going to be receiving. For me though, Ethereum is the only coin that I hold, and that's why it's the only one that I'm staking. Like I've said previously, I would strongly advise going away and researching the risks and the rewards of the staking process before putting any of your cash on the line. I did this. It was a process that took me a long time to actually get involved in because I wasn't entirely sure about it to start with. But after doing the reading, I'm now comfortable in doing it. But please don't take my word for it. Please go and do the research yourself. So if you've got to that stage and you then decide that you actually want to stake some of these coins, again, for me, I've already staked Ethereum, so I'll click stake more Ethereum. I've got a little bit sat there at the moment. It does break down kind of the information here on it, the rewards and the fees, and what you can or can't do with the Ethereum. Essentially, once it's staked, you can't trade it. You'd have to unstake it, which can take up to 10 days before them being able to sell it. So if there is a massive market pull down, everybody's going to be wanting to pull their money out of the staking pool, which could mean that you're sat there whilst your money's just eroding. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but you'd click through, click continue, and at this moment in time we can see that we've got a balance of £68.40 of Ethereum that isn't staked. I'm going to, in this case, stake it all. I'm going to click stake now, and you can see the payout frequency here is every 3 days. I'm going to click stake now, and that will then be moved through to the staking pool, earning me a little bit of interest every single day, which again increases the overall value of my portfolio. So like I said, I really hope you found this video useful. If you've got any value out of learning how to stake or how to use the advanced trade features, please do like the video, drop a comment down below to tell me if you've used advanced trade before, and if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe, because we're getting closer and closer to 8,000 subscribers, which would be a massive milestone for me. On finishing this video, my overall Coinbase investment is £1,409.75. If you are interested in cryptocurrency and you want to see where this Coinbase portfolio started way back when it was situated on eToro, I'll pop a video just up here with all of my Coinbase updates from the very beginning. And if you want to check in on my last overall entire portfolio update when my portfolio was valued at around £17,500, you can check that one out just here. But if not, I'll see you in my next video.